Hello everybody, welcome to this session, a solo session. You'll know why if you watched last week's stream. Announcements though. Kate is great, and they have an Etsy as well as a Redbubble and some other shops. Can't remember the names because I'm terrible at this stuff. But the link to Kate's Etsy shop is in the Twitch chat, and I believe the Redbubble is KR Theater, and their other shops are KR Theater, spelled with R-E, I believe, or E-R. Try both. I'm terrible at this. But yeah, it's most of our cast are away for American Thanksgiving. Only two of us are Canadian, so alas.
I'm not.
Lex
one.
is not. But and some people are away for health reasons. So hopefully we'll have the full cast back at some point. Going to be trying to do something different in January, looking to turn the last Wednesday of every month into us playing different games. But like in like seasonal formats, so like 4-episode seasons. I don't know, we'll see. Just trying to do different stuff, because D&D, running D&D only on this channel for 5 years is burning me out a little bit, and I want to try different stuff, so we'll see what happens. Things will be changing, I think, and just going to be trying out some new stuff and seeing what happens. But not going to do a recap. The recap will be for next session, but it'll be a recap of not this session but last session, because none of the other characters are going to be involved in what transpires tonight. So, as the orc who just tried to kill you ages into a husk and dies in the stall in front of you, time seems to come to a standstill. You can see like beads of dust in the air kind of just freeze in place. Doe, who we forgot was with the group this group last week, frozen in time, clambering up through the toilet like everybody else climbed up through it, trying to push the orc's husk off. Hopper stepping back, having just rubbed this powder on the orc's face, and Lionel flailing wildly from Hopper's backpack. As time stalls, the world seems to grow devoid of color, and everything turns a dull gray. As it does, the world around you twists and contorts to something of shadow and something fleeting. It's as if pieces of reality around you, like you can see the nearby stalls of these latrines, the ground, the ceiling, the floors, or the ground, the walls, the ceiling, kind of everything. It's as if pieces of reality are slowly turning into dust, but still frozen in time. You blink, and standing over the orc's body is a hunched figure that looks like you but different, elongated, emaciated, and crooked, like someone took a version of you and stretched them out and made them gaunt and hollow. The eyes are lifeless and staring hungrily down at the orc's corpse, as it seems to siphon the life force from this orc, and is what is causing this orc to turn into a husk. The entity turns to you, and you see familiar but dead eyes staring back. Familiar hair falling across its face, where these eyes peek out from, kind of like Kayako from The Grudge or Samara from The Ring. Just this dark blue hair kind of just falling across the face, and these just eyes peering out. A wide smile of pointed teeth smile back, and you can see their long, slender arms are covered in tattoos, the same tattoos as yours. This isn't the entity you spoke with in the ziggurat. This is something else entirely. And as it finishes feeding, it reaches into the chest of the orc, like phasing into it, and produces a shimmering yet flickering white light, and swallows it whole. And as it does, you feel incredibly rejuvenated. It smiles at you again, and cuts through the air with a long, crooked finger, opening up a small tear in space, and steps through, one long arm poking out, motioning for you to follow.
Alright.
Your allies who came with you to the brothel are all frozen in time. They're not turning to dust, but it's like the reality around them is.
Alright, Antyr is going to, before going, the Magus Ritual summon, and as Antyr's walking forward, the hand pulls the Leaning Tower, the Nightmare symbol, I guess, the Dream Bauble.
Yeah.
And it's going to set it where they were.
Okay.
So if anything were to happen, there's a sign or something.
Okay.
So Antyr leaves that and steps through.
Okay.
Follows suit.
Sure. Stepping through the tear, you find yourself standing in a world of grays and blacks, as if all color has been leached from this place. It's like you're walking through a timeless, frozen nightmare. Chunks of various regions float amidst this space. You see crumbling castles, eroding vast jungles, and numerous other realms and regions floating amidst this place, unmoving and frozen in time. The ground you walk on is mostly covered in a fine gray sand. Up ahead, the entity trudges along, very slow, hunched, motioning for you to follow as it raises a hand and conjures a mote of pale light to use as a beacon of sorts in its hand. As the beacon is conjured in the far distance, you can see a massive, withered, black tree, easily the size of a mountain. As you gaze upon the tree, the figure you're following, this twisted version of yourself gestures to the empty sky, where you can see a large tendril, similar to that of a tree root, but far larger. It's holding the screaming spirit of the orc you just fed upon, and pulling it towards the tree. The spirit is brought up towards the tree, and this spirit lets out a realm-shattering scream and dissipates into fragments of what its life could have been before drifting into the tree and being wholly consumed. The entity you're following motions to follow again as the pair of you move closer to the tree on the horizon.
None of this looks familiar.
You got another big tree. It doesn't look the same as the two big trees you've seen before. This doesn't look like the one you know is the Willow Spire, which you saw through the the rift in the sky and whatnot. And also, obviously, it doesn't look like the tree you saw through a vision in the desert. The one you saw in the desert had foliage growing on it. This is another dead, withered tree, but roughly the same size as those two. So another really, really big tree. And then just fragments of other realities, maybe other realms, kind of floating and crumbling, stuck in some sort of decay. You can see a castle nearby, a jungle. Not really. It's it's kind of best way to describe it is, imagine somebody smashed a bunch of Lego sets in space, and they all kind of froze and are floating there.
Got it. Okay.
So you got a castle in one place, you got a jungle in another place, some cities, some towns, a whole wide berth of just regions kind of floating here.
Follow suit.
Okay.
Behind the creature, leading.
They still trudge along, the light kind of showing off this reality, and glimmers of some of this terrain are familiar to you, like things you've seen in your past, during your trances, fleeting images you maybe have thought about on occasion. You pass by a series of spiked cages hanging from the branches of a large oak tree. 6 cages in total. In each cage, you see slightly withered forms of your party members, looking similar to that orc you just consumed, but not as withered, like they're being kept around for some purpose. They shout at you, but their voices are silenced, and the figure turns back to you and gestures for you to continue to follow. So you can see, everyone in the party just in these cages, like shaking the bars, screaming out at you, but no noise comes out, and they're all like withered.
They don't. This doesn't remind me of the versions that I saw in the ziggurat. They're not vampire versions of themselves.
No, these are just
okay.
different.
Got it.
They look awful. Like, all of them, skin sunk into the bones, eyes like sinking in. They all look terrible. Yeah.
What can I do for you now? Go.
As you move forward, a path forms from the floating bits of various realms that, now that you've walked a bit, it seems like these realms have come here to end. Like, realities that no longer exist. The entity ushers you along, and as you move down this path, you see fragments floating through this space. Fragments of memories, fading away like breath on a mirror. They're there one moment, they're gone the next. Memories that are clearly yours, but you don't recognize them. Lives unlived. You see deaths that you don't recall. Births that are yours, but clearly not in places you ever grew up. A voice, or is it infinite numbers of voices, whispering out from the emptiness. Ignore the tangled web. Follow the true thread. And the entity continues to slowly walk down this path towards the massive withered tree.
Always good at following the instructions. Okay.
Also, I will
keeping focus. Moving forward.
I'll privately message you what this entity looks like, just for context.
Yeah.
If I have it, I might not. Never mind. Use your imagination.
Being used. Alright.
Yeah, so... Yeah, you're just following this lanky version of yourself, essentially. Perfect. Oh no, found it.
Oh. Oh, hideous.
Isn't it great?
Love it.
As you continue to follow that thing, the path forms from the floating remnants of dead realms and leads towards the base of this colossal, withered tree. The tree, like the others you've seen, is a mile tall, dark, dead, and withered. A collection of dead gray leaves are scattered about the base, and some have turned into a gray dust, the same kind of gray dust that proliferates this place. A large doorway forms at the base of the tree, about 30 feet high, and a faint purple light pours out from within. The entity stops by the doorway, dispels the beacon they've been holding, and it stretches one of its elongated arms towards the doorway and points, beckoning for you to go inside.
I am to go alone?
It just nods.
Even so be it. Come this far. They will proceed forward, but kind of doing a wide berthish away from, kind of going. If he's holding the door, this creature's
Yeah.
holding the door here. Andrew's gonna kind of like slip around.
How tall is Antyr?
Oh, God.
5...
5'9".
5'9". Yeah, this thing's probably like 6'4", maybe 6'5".
Yeah, terrible. All right.
So just a
Lumen.
little bit taller than you. As you pass beyond the doorway, a steep, majestic staircase made of obsidian and dark stone rises upwards to quite some height before reaching a large set of arched stone doors. Numerous corridors weave away from the entrance. The walls are all wood, the same kind of texture as a tree outside. And you can feel this overwhelming feeling of hundreds of eyes on you. The interior of this tree, yeah, it's twisted, it's gnarled, but there's a familiarity to these corridors, like you've seen them before. Up near the ceiling, where the dark stone support beams are intermixed with the roots, essentially, numerous staring white eyes belonging to numerous things hidden in the shadows look down. One of these things, the only pair of deep red eyes, rapidly descends from the ceiling, scurrying down the wall like some sort of humanoid spider. It approaches you and rises to its full height of 5'9". It looks like you, but their skin is moldy and flaking away in places. Their rib cage is exposed, where a small, dull purple gem pulses with a faint light. They're dressed in elegant beige silks, with a faded white waistcoat, and dressed as if they've come from the French Renaissance time period, almost, in terms of aesthetic. The eyes, however, are a deep crimson. "We're so happily to see you finally come. It's been so long. I am the caretaker." And this alternate you bows, a portion of their scalp still with hair falling to the floor. They pause for a second. "You seem confused."
A bit.
"Here, come with me."
Do you want that?
"Oh, no."
All right. Andrew lifts, steps over.
You don't want those materials?
No.
Okay.
No.
The caretaker grabs an unlit lantern from the closest wall and lights it, filling the room with a dim purple light, and they begin to ascend the staircase, limping as they ascend. "This way, Antyr."
Where exactly is here?
"The emptiness."
Great. That's very descriptive. It's
This is the best name we have for it.
Who's we?
You'll see. They kind of chuckle to themselves. Yeah. The white eyes still on the ceiling, kind of just like staring at you still. Lidless white eyes.
Is this a normal thing?
"You've encountered a pair before.
I have, yes.
Had to keep an eye on you." And you can hear one of them up in the ceiling mimic the noise of creaking branches.
Certainly did.
Just claps, and then continues up the staircase. They reach the doors and open them, and opens into a long, grand hallway. And numerous other corridors just stretch and weave. And they head towards another large door and open it, revealing a majestic yet empty room. The walls are tall and arched with a shifting starscape and sky similar to the astral sea flowing across the ceiling. On a raised landing at the far end of this chamber is a large window overlooking the endless void you were traversing moments before. Take a peek. What do you see out the window?
Right. Probably what you would see, and Antyr will step up and gaze out.
Yeah, you just see void with these floating chunks of, like, other realms kind of just floating through here, crumbling, all of them crumbling and decaying.
Yep, just as expected. Absolutely nothing.
Perfect.
Is there supposed to be more to this?
Oh, yes! We have to wait for the right time.
For what?
They look around all excited, like they're hearing things that nobody else can hear. They clap again, and the doors into this chamber open once more, and beyond, slowly shuffling up the staircase into this room, is an entire legion of undead, just withered humanoids, just shuffling up the stairs. Pushing ahead of the congregation is the lumbering entity you followed when you arrived here. And it marches straight towards you, just...
Alright. Close enough.
It gets within, like, touching, almost. Then it looks down at you. Turns its back to you. You can see ancient script slowly forming on its back, and glowing with the same light as the purple flames now being lit around the entirety of the structure and in the caretaker's lantern. It's a spell, and as the words finish etching themselves into the back of the entity, it takes one of its fingers, the one that opened the tear into this place, and gently flays the top layer of skin from its back containing the spell, and begins to hand it over. Cipher Sworn floats outward from where you keep it on your person, and opens itself, and greedily, noisily consumes the spell. The knowledge of the spell is now seared into your brain, as Cipher Sworn now flutters back to your side. And I will link you the spell. Which, I mean, you can't use it yet, because it's too high level, but it is now etched into your spellbook.
Oh god.
The caretaker smiles. Every time you consume a soul, you shall find yourself back in this realm. Your powers intensifying with each you devour to ensure your great purpose. This place, the Emptiness, was once the domain for the god of time, a sanctuary nestled at the edge of existence. Here, now in this state, time itself meets its demise.
What happened to your god of time?
Went with the others 6 years ago. Beyond the scattering, outside our reality, their faithful still able to commune and worship them, but the gods can no longer interfere in our reality, they can no longer step beyond into this reality. It is why things are happening. The cycle must come to an end. The true thread must be uncovered. When you are ready, meet us in the Nexus at the top of the tallest point. Kind of just gestures vaguely upwards.
Right.
Feel free to explore at your leisure. The caretaker bows once more and exits the chamber, the legion of undead moving to begin their duties throughout this entire structure, and the entity you followed here follows after. Your time is your own for the moment. What the fuck would you like to do?
A lot. Okay. That's it gone. Antyr's going to try to think on any of those of his companions who seem to worship a god, but I don't think any of them do.
Uh, Grin talks about someone called the Archmaw,
Right.
which you, I think,
Imagine is more of a archfey.
yeah, but I don't think any of them worship a
Worship an
god.
actual
No.
deity, no. He certainly does. They certainly do not.
But yeah, this tree that you're in, yeah, you've seen two trees this size. One also dead, that seemed to be being used as, I think you guys learned that that was the base of operations for the Umbral Corps.
Right.
Um,
The Willow Spire or
yeah,
the other
the Willow
one?
Spire. The one you saw in the desert was a massive tree, but
Verdant
like
tree, though,
with like
right?
verdant, like blooming, had
Yeah.
green foliage in the middle of a desert, which doesn't make sense.
No.
Um, but that's three trees now that are massive in scale. Um,
The the room I'm in
yeah, it's just this empty kind of chamber with this
with this
large
big
window.
window.
Yeah, it looks like this room was once furnished at one point, but now empty.
Yeah, it's like a okay. Um,
And you can see like little kind of drooping branches from the ceiling that look like things once bloomed on those branches, but no longer.
did following that god. All right. Is there a way? Is there any other way out? Any other doors besides the one that came through?
Uh, yeah, there would be a door to the left of that big window on one of the, like on a side wall, not the back wall, but like to the left of the window on a side wall.
Don't mark that in their memory. But they are going to make their way briefly. They're going to go back to the room. If possible, they're going to go back to the room with their companions.
Oh, so you're gonna leave the tree and go outside where that oak tree
Oh,
was?
that was out.
Yeah.
Oh, that was outside. Oh, okay, okay, okay. No, I'm not gonna do
You're not
that.
gonna you're not
go
gonna
out there.
leave? Okay.
No, I'm not gonna leave. Nope, not without a proper escort.
Fair.
Okay, gonna take that. Gonna take that door to the left then.
Okay. You open it, and inside is what can only be described as like a private chambers, like a bedroom. Um, some furnishings remain, but it's like the bones of furnishings. Like there is no like bed frame. The bed frame is made of stone, and it's part of the or no, sorry, the bed frame is wood, and it's like the branches or like roots have kind of formed into a bed, but there's no like coverings on it. It's just these roots that have formed into the vague shape of a bed, and they've also formed in the vague shape of a chandelier on the ceiling. Um, there is a window here, but it is cracked and looks out to nothing. It should be looking out into the same void you can see beyond in the previous chamber, but this window is cracked and there's just nothing behind it.
Right. Um, I know you said it's pretty bare bones in here, but just gonna attempt to find anything that could be of interest, of import,
Okay.
maybe that wasn't
Uh,
taken
Give me an investigation check.
or destroyed. Okay, I should be good at these. Yeah, 22.
22. Um, yeah, as you look around, you find a shard of glass kind of lying under the bed. And with the 22, it looks like it would fit precisely into where that shatter is on the window.
Might as well. And the hand reaches forward, but the Magus Reach goes out and plucks the glass. Antyr positions it there and attempts to cast Mending.
Okay. So as the window pane repairs itself, the window lights up briefly with like a purple flash that turns to like a mint green color, and this kind of just this coalescing mint green kind of energy behind the window. If Antyr could look out at any scene they wished, what would they want to look upon?
They're curious. They have, oh gosh, instinctual first thought looking into a window viewing out. Antyr's first thought would immediately be to um, the location of. Oh God, oh this is hard. Looking out could look anywhere. Yeah, it will be toward where the group Antyr had left the group.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, there's some other ideas, but
So like where you just left.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, behind that window pane, you see that scene. Everyone kind
Still
of
frozen.
Everyone kind of frozen, and a rip. In reality.
Okay. Still there. All right. Next, Antyr's going to shift their mind's eye to the next group, thinking, or does it have to be somewhere that Antyr knows?
Whatever you think in your head.
Yeah, Antyr is going to think of Torger and that group, and is going to try to.
You see Torger, Grin, and Vonkar staring at the blockage in the sewer. That you and the others saw from the opposite side. They're on the other side,
right.
and Grin is like frozen in time, cutting into it, and harvesting what looks like the purple like substance that is like woven throughout the thing. And you can see they're doing it gingerly, like they know
like
something's up with it, like they're knowing something's up with it.
Good to know. Then the next scene cut to Pushan.
Oh, okay. Didn't expect that one.
Sorry.
Alrighty. For this one, we have to do a contested roll for this one.
Oh no.
Because shit's weird.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be your spellcasting
Uh-huh.
modifier roll against theirs.
Oh no. We'll see. Oh yeah, that's only a 16 for me.
16. Okay. You see them in their tower, where you were briefly like stepping through the windows to get to your tower. They're in their tower and just like they look frustrated. They're like poring over documents. They just can't find what they're looking for.
Are they frozen as like everybody's frozen, right?
Yeah. So they're also frozen, just like poring through documents and like frustrated. Yeah.
Okay. Next up is going to be the. Don't know how many I get of these. So the verdant tree that they saw.
Okay. You are just looking out into the Drake Ward Desert to the south, and you just see a massive green blooming tree in the desert, filled with birds and other wildlife that call it home. Its roots go deep and far.
There is eventually. Oh God. Okay, the next is gonna be um within that room of the Obsidian Palace, there
Ah,
was essentially where
where you
Flame.
saw Dusk Reaper
Hmm.
Eleanor take the
Yeah.
Lumen Spire?
Hmm.
Okay.
There, the thought is into that room to see if any other fucky shit is happening again.
Okay. Um, the bodies have all gone.
Hmm.
Um, that's about it. It's pretty empty. Uh,
Yeah. Okay.
actually,
So,
um, guards have been posted up in that chamber, kind of to make sure nothing else is stolen. And you can kind of see this chamber has also other like things held in glass cases that look like they're of some sort of import. Um, but currently, like frozen on patrol, we'll say, in this chamber are two creatures, big uns. Um, well, sort of big ones. Yeah, definitely. One is a hulking creature that looks like a minotaur. It's like 20 feet tall. Uh, kind of bear-like meets minotaur.
hmm.
Long, wide arms, basically the size of trunks of trees. Give
Oh,
me history or religion check when you see that thing.
go with history. Dirty 20.
It is a Garistro,
Gr- mm,
a demon of the abyss.
That's that's what I was thinking. All right.
The other figure that's patrolling this chamber is a sort of attractive woman with 6 arms, but the lower half is a giant green snake. They've got various decorative weapons just kind of at their side. You can give me another check for one of these.
Of course.
This figure is about 9 feet tall, 20 feet long. The snake
Not as
body is like
good,
20 feet long.
but a 17.
You would know this to be a Merilith, another
Yeah.
demon of the abyss.
These are abyssal, right?
So clearly, this place is abyssal in nature. Um, but yeah, those two are frozen on patrol. A hulking Garistro, like a massive Garistro, and a Merilith. I'll actually let you give me an investigation check too when you're looking through this scene to see if you can spot
Sure.
any hidden details.
No, not as good. 12.
12. Um, there is a figure in the shadows, unmoving. Uh, but all you can see are a pair of green eyes.
Right.
I'd say the green eyes the green eyes may be familiar. Um, that's all I'll say.
Okay. That's enough of that terrible place. What else is great?
I know the place you're looking out to, dear one.
Oh, you're here.
Yes, of course.
Should have known you weren't phased. Andrew's gonna reach into the satchel and pull out the Lumen Spire.
Baba Yaga manifests almost immediately here, and she peers through the window. Oh, my son-in-law's home, the Argent Palace.
Right, son-in-law. You still refer to him as such because there's definitely
Well,
engagements over.
off and on. This is Grad's personal home in the abyss.
Great. So they are dealing with
So it would seem like the Dusk Reaper assaulted the Argent Palace and stole the Lumen Spire from them.
Oh, they are working
Against them now. They were allied at one point.
They were. Antyr's gonna think of with this in mind. Antyr is going to think of 1 second while I look up the name because I do not fucking remember.
The creep.
The creep. Yes.
You're actually looking up the creep?
Yeah, I can't remember what its fucking name is though. But yes,
The
going.
creep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The fuck did I write that? No, I did. Anyway, yeah.
You being dragged behind Grast in this chamber, rebound in new bandages, and shackled by spiked chains, clearly being punished for something, is the creep, once again bound and gagged and imprisoned. But now Grin is no longer holding the leash, it is instead Grast. Clearly, in this frozen scene, you can see that, yeah, Grast ain't too happy with the creep.
Succeeded but failed. Alright, what should I refer to you as? Baba Yaga? Should I just say the full name? Do you have a preference?
You can call me whatever you like, dearie.
You know, your daughter, I think, refers to herself as,
Igwilv, the Witch Queen? I have many daughters. You could say I have
Oh, wait, is it your granddaughter then?
my granddaughter.
Who was Leek's mother to you?
Oh, Gothel is one of
Yes.
my many daughters. I am the mother of
Okay.
all hags, and she is one hag.
Got it. Okay, so it's more of a generic umbrella.
No, they are my daughter.
Oh,
They are all born from me.
just see what she's up to.
Anti-Gothel. Okay, cool. Okay. The only scene that's not frozen.
Oh God. Okay, makes sense.
The only one. The demon you looked on, the demon prince you looked on, frozen. This old, nice, friendly hag is the only one who's got. You're seeing something play out.
Uh-huh.
She's sitting at that table in her house. Arthur Wordweave is also sat at the table, and he looks fucking tormented. Like he's
No.
not having a good time. He's all like, he hasn't been taking care of himself, so he's got like stubble where he doesn't shave,
Yeah.
or where he does shave, there's stubble now. He's got bags under his eyes like he hasn't been sleeping, and he's just sitting there nodding. Ah, yes, very good time, Auntie Gothel, thank you. Yes, the tea's delicious. And sitting...
How long? Sorry. How long has it been again? Since
God,
it's only been like
a week,
fucking
maybe?
week, right? Yeah, not that long. But yeah, it makes
But yeah,
sense.
she's talking to him. She seems not distraught, but sitting beside Arthur is Terry, his goblin assistant, who it looks just happy.
Yep.
He looks like he's having a good time. Also sat at the table is her other husband, the one who doesn't have a lower half, the Eladrin. He's just propped up there eating whatever they're eating. It's like a weird meal. It's like they're eating some kind of furry animal that's been cooked. Also sitting at the table, you see a white lizard bipedal gecko with a straw hat, also sitting there, happily eating. Strangely not dead. Also eating, just having a good time. Um, she's just kind of looking around. Oh, yes, this is good, 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 yes. Enjoy your dinner, everyone. Caught it myself. And Arthur's like miming. He's eating it, and he's actually, you see him dropping it on the floor. Like, oh, so good.
Poor thing. Feels so bad for him.
He's like, when can I go home? When your friends come back to get you. I'm supposed to keep you safe, remember? You think they would have checked in by now? Oh, yes, you think they would have, but perhaps things are far worse than we believed. And she kind of stops for a second. Oh, someone is watching us.
That's enough.
You go to change it, but you can't. Oh, good. They found it. Arthur's just like, yep. Sure.
Arthur.
She looks up, kind of, and meets eyes with you, looking up through the window. Like, somehow she can see through it.
Uh-huh.
And you can see as she's doing this, she puts her hand on one of, like, the root walls of her home, like the gnarled wooden walls of her home. She just puts a hand on it. And she speaks directly to you now. Hello, Antyr. Nice to see you again.
Oh, you as well, Antigotal.
Oh, have you been peeking long?
No, this is only the... Wait. On you?
Yes.
This is the first time.
Oh.
I have your mother here. I figured it was... be nice for you to see you.
Everything's playing out as it should. Perfect. I saved the right one from my plants.
You did. Me and Hopper.
Oh, Hopper was just lucky you were there. There were others who were eaten.
I remember.
Good.
Right, well...
What can I do for you?
I really don't have anything...
Are you talking... can you ask them when they're coming to get me? It's rude to interrupt a conversation.
Yes, I think that deserves like a few more days stay at your place because of that interruption, so...
Oh, they'll be here in a few days, I think. Good, good. I need to get home.
Might want to inform him, get him acquainted to raising a dozen or so kids.
You have a dozen children staying in your home while you're gone. He's like, no, 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 no. There's stuff they shouldn't mess with in the basement. Experiments. No, 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 no. Get them out of there.
You two alchemist.
Oh, now that's exciting. Oh.
Anyway, while I'm here, do you know where I'm at?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I should be looking for?
Follow the true thread.
Is it a certain color, or is it just...
You'll know. Untangle the web. Bring your friends to me when you're done with your business in Port Craig when you find the sword. Yes, I know what you're looking for. Find it and return to me, and bring my sweet boy's belongings with you. And she gestures to the Leek, who has a different straw hat and a different outfit, but it's very much Leek, without his like belongings, without the cloak and everything else. He's a little He's a little different than when you all let him die.
No, we didn't.
I did it right this time.
Good.
Yeah, they did it right this time. I feel better. Ugh. A little older now.
Maybe that'll help. All right. Well, I have nothing left. It's so good to hear from you.
It's good to hear from you as well. But yes, make sure your friends and you come here as quickly as possible.
Yes.
It might sound better if they hear what comes next from me and not from whatever you see where you are. I think they're untrusting of you, Antyr.
They have every right to be.
Oh. Alright, everyone, I think it's time for yoga.
All right, I think that's about where I'm going to leave the conversation.
Arthur's like, no.
He's just gonna like step away and hope that it just fades off.
She ends it.
Should have known something was. Baba Yaga,
Yes. What would you like to know?
are you this grand restoration is
yes.
going to be touching everything,
Correct.
multiple planes.
Correct.
What about you and your kind?
Oh, we will be fine if everything goes off as it should.
Is it on track to do that, or are we looking to make adjustments?
As long as the true primary thread is found, then yes, it will go off as it should. But reality must burn for it to occur. Only then will reality be restored.
Is there a way that I could keep myself secure?
Oh, you will be quite secure.
What about the others?
That depends on them. They're not necessary. You will learn more in the Nexus, I'm quite sure.
Speaking of, the two.
You should just kind of back into the Lumen Spire.
Tucks it away.
As you do when you're done talking to the window, this room is slightly more furnished. Sheets have appeared on the bed, as have pillows. And the chandelier is now lit with dimly flickering purple flames.
Things are waking up. Right. Next room. Is there another way, another path?
Nope. It's back into the big room.
Going back to the big room.
A throne has appeared on the landing in front of the window, of wood and amethyst chunks kind of glowing, sticking out of the wood. Strangely, the amethyst looks like it's dripping a little bit. Like dripping like a purple, thick liquid. But again, now there's a throne in this room. Like portions of this place are slowly waking.
No way up, though. Unless I go outside. Maybe.
There were numerous other corridors stretching around outside this hall.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gonna go out.
Okay.
Look at the throne, but gonna head off. And it's gonna attempt the first quarter they come to, coming from the throne room.
Perfect. I didn't write how long Arthur's been with Antigothel. I think it's been like a week.
Or something like that.
Because it was when the city got attacked, right?
Yep. It was the day after the city got attacked because we brought him.
It's been days. It's been a while. Not a long time, but it's been days. Anyways, yeah. So you start walking through this place, so you can see the undead that you all saw earlier. They're just working, like cleaning, polishing things, sweeping. like they're getting this place ready.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll just they all look like just random people that are just decaying.
Yeah, there's nothing particular about them or anything
No.
like that. All right. Yeah, first corridor, gonna attempt it.
Alright, as you push down this first corridor, you can see numerous other undead, again, cleaning this place, getting it ready. Someone's scrubbing the floor vigorously, like a hulking figure's just scrubbing the floor vigorously, and they're like, sorry, just, it'll be ready in a moment. It's...
Take your time. You're doing fine. Keep up the good work.
As you pass, it is the orc that you consumed to get here. Again, apologies for everything. And they're scrubbing.
Nothing. Just keep on walking.
Alright. You eventually come to a spiral staircase. No railing, just a straight up spiral staircase.
Well, it started and begins.
Okay. As you climb, you enter a chamber through the spiral staircase. The tallest chamber in this tree opens up into a large domed chamber where an infinite number of large roots coalesce into the center of the room into a large knot. The roots each glow a faint mint green color. That same color you guys have been seeing fucking everywhere. The roots that stretch off... The roots then stretch off into the void-like space outside this tree. Like they phase through the walls of this chamber and spread out like a tangled web of roots. The caretaker is standing near the root system along with the entity, awaiting your arrival. Just standing here this entire time. Just...
Sorry for the wait.
Oh, that's all right. This is the Aeon root. Gestures to the big old mass of just knotted roots that spread out everywhere. The roots that hold our very reality in place. The roots, no, that's not what I wanted to say. Many trees, like the one you find yourself in now, exist across the planes of existence and within your world, one for each realm. The trees, which the Fae called the Aeldir, when they first began planting them, are the anchors that keep reality in check. Their roots weave throughout the depths of every place they call home, and these roots are suffused with the weave. These roots are the ley lines. These roots connect the planes together into one singular reality via the Aeon root, which exists at all times within each Aeldir, or the elder trees in the common tongue. He just pats, or they just pat the tangled knot, and as they do every single time they tap it, little dim pulses of green light. The Aeldir are the first protectors of our reality, and they plan to bring about the grand restoration, to erase the millennia of corruption that has been infecting and seeping out through the scattering. This corruption has led to many realities and timelines happening at once. This is why you discovered numerous versions of yourself within the ziggurat, and why people's memories of certain events are hazy. The people dwelling the closest to the ley line convergences are gaining memories of multiple timelines.
The Grin Restoration is an attempt to, well, as it says, restore everything.
Yes.
Like a hard reset.
Yes. The web of time is tangled, as reality, as I said, maintained through these roots. The prime timeline must be the solitary timeline. All other threads must perish. You, smile, you're special. You serve as the anchor for that timeline, and the trees are the key for they bring about the grand restoration and the start of the new reality you will call home. The trees must remain intact, otherwise the plane it empowers will be erased. 7 trees are required for the grand restoration to occur, and many have been pruned and culled over history. It's a shame you destroyed that sapling, as it would have grown another.
Well, so is life. Mistakes were made. Would the growth of the sapling come at a cost of the Lumen Spire?
No.
Oh.
Wait, yes.
Okay. So it requires quite a substantial
Yes.
source. You said they've been pruned and such. They've been removed or just dwindled?
Destroyed, killed, dead. There are 7 that remain. You've seen 3 already.
This one, the Willow Spire.
And then the Everlasting Arbor.
Everlasting Arbor.
I have complete faith in you. Just don't fail as I did, because if the grand restoration fails, then your world will look like this one.
Oh, can't have that happening.
No.
Any ideas what the other 4 are?
Scattered on the various planes of existence. Don't know how many remain, but 7 must be intact, and none of them are really in danger. No one seeks to destroy the trees, unless your friends are planning to destroy the one that the person you seek calls home.
Just dissuade them from destroying the tree and just removing
That's why you should seek out Antyr with your allies, so they can hear it from her. A trusted source. Well, someone they don't
mistrust. We could hope.
possibly.
But removing the individual from their homestead and not removing the tree is ideal. All right.
Yes, each of the Aeldir function differently, have different functions. The Willow Spire, well, you've seen some of its function. It can bring the dead back to life, but its use has been twisted. This tree, well, it connects timelines and realities. The Everlasting Arbor in the desert is about life, and it also is the tree of your world, so it is vastly important if you wish to see your world continue.
Right.
And you have already seen the roots, and you call back to the ley lines wrapping around the 2 that you've seen wrap around the moon. Now you focus on it a little bit. Having seen the tendrils of roots here, those 2 ley lines that have wrapped around the moon are roots of this tree. And it will bring down the moon and restore everything. The Everlasting Arbor was the first of the Aeldir, so it is the most important. It sparks the Grand Restoration, and its twin, the Willow Spire.
So, not destroy the Willow Spire. Got it.
Yes. It's exciting. Everything. Everything. Oh, people are going to die. But that's the cost we have to pay.
As you say, the Grin restoration is... It is required?
Not necessarily. If the Grand Restoration does not occur, The magic that has been flaring and burning for the last 6 years will continue to do so until the ley lines burn themselves out and your world is cut off from the other planes of existence forever. And then magic dies. In your reality, no one will ever be able to harness magic again. And curious to see what would happen. The trees will keep their plains safe, and then the trees will regrow the planet like a seed. It is why I assume Guardian Pashan is making sanctuary cities across the world to save what little people they can. They know that they know the truth. They have suffused the cities with the sap of the Aeldir. And kind of gestures to like where some sap is dripping on one of these roots and it's formed into like a hard, colorful crystalline substance. The Cathadium crystals are the sap of the elder trees.
Alright. That will be... so the goal for us is to remove Aelinor, because they plan to disrupt this.
He seeks to use the Grand Restoration to his benefit. As I'm aware you saw with Grin and Lionel, he seeks to feed on the flaring magic, the renewal magic of the Grand Restoration. He seeks to have Arcane's Bane feast upon it and become powerful, and then rule over whatever is new. And I'm still not fully aware of what his plan is, but his plan cannot occur without the Grand Restoration.
But we wanted to go off without a hitch, without an actual...
Correct. If Arcane's Bane consumes the Grand Restoration, or the powers of the Grand Restoration, there will be no stopping it. It will have the power of creation, any possibility, anything you can think of. This creature will have the power to rewrite things. I believe, and the only reason he's seeking to release it now is because the gods went bye-bye 6 years ago, so there's really nothing extremely powerful to oppose it. If the gods were still around, then this would not occur. But you see, things happened a few years ago and they're all coming ahead now.
Alright. So we stop Aelinor.
Yes. But unfortunately, that is your own path to make. If I tell you what the true thread is, then you will not find it.
Right.
I failed in finding it. And this is where I ended up, as the caretaker. If you fail to find it, you will be the next caretaker. But I don't know, if I think if you fail, you and your allies fail, then that's it.
This has to end. Alright.
Now, you're not powerful enough to make the trip back from here yet.
Right.
A soul was required to enter, and a soul is required to leave. And they produce a gnarled wooden staff from their side through their wrist pocket spell. Just when you return home and acquire the sword you all seek, find Antyr. She dwells within the roots of the Aeldir of your world. As I said, the roots go far and deep. One of your friends speaks about the roots all the time, and no one's questioned them on it. It's hilarious. And they clap. Oh, Torger was my favorite one to consume, though. You saw them outside, my friends.
The reason why you consume them?
I keep them here so I can linger and stay and help your arrival when you came. It was foretold. They kind of laugh a little bit and clap some more. No, no, no. Be quiet, be quiet.
Well, fine. We'll find the sword.
Anti-Gothel can sense the threads that weave around you. It is most likely why she saved you in the jungle. For now, though, defeat me and consume my essence.
What?
If you fail, unfortunately this place will become your prison. And you shall become the next caretaker, to dwell alone at the end of all things. And they slam their staff on the ground. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh no!
Natural 20, 26.
Blah. 18.
18. Okay. So the caretaker goes first. Sick. Alright. Alrighty. You guys are like, yeah, they're like 5 feet apart. Just you were talking. So they're going to just, I apologize for this, but I can't go down without a fight. That doesn't seem right. And they're gonna let's see here. Let us see here. Oh boy. What can you do? Oh, okay. They are going to use I think they're going to, yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. Yeah, they're going to cast Magic Missile at 3rd level. Or, and just like, basically just put their hand on your like sternum and just blast into your like sternum at close range with Magic Missile. Okay.
Bulwark. Okay.
Oh.
That was a 3rd level, you shitballs. Okay.
Yeah, boom. Alright, cool. That was their action. Bonus action. They're going to Starlight Step up into the roots of this system, about 30 feet up, just in the roots, with half cover. That's their turn.
Wait.
Come, show me why you're the prime Antyr.
Jeez!
Kill me and take this place for yourself.
Oh, so many fun things. Alright, what to do? Okay, Antyr will... this is fun. This is super fun. Yeah, Antyr will... I don't want to do that yet. Bonus action, the Astral Eviscerator.
Okay.
Flares the it's a scythe, right?
Yep. Great scythe.
The Great Scythe is activated. So get that. Just making sure I have everything that I need. Yep. That's an action. Bonus action is going to be no, that was a bonus action to activate that, right? Let me double check, sorry. Fairly certain it's a bonus action.
Yeah,
bonus action. So that appears, and for their action, I'm gonna attempt to. Shit. Antyr's gonna run over, and the astral cord gets pulled along the stream, and then opens up, and they're gonna attempt to use momentary stasis.
Okay.
This creature, so it
Con
needs to make
save.
a
Yep.
con save of 15.
Alrighty, let's go. +3. 19 plus 3, 22.
Uh,
Just like you try to like freeze them in time, and they just like
yeah,
their own
makes
astral
sense.
cord, for flavor, their own astral cord just kind of snaps it away.
yeah. All right, that's gonna be my go.
Alrighty, as a bonus action, they're holding their wooden quarterstaff. Wooden. This is wooden. This one looks different, and they're going to activate their astral eviscerator.
I should have known.
You have one too. Perfect. They're going to, as an action, aim it at you and fire a beam of pure chaotic singularity energy at you. Just DC 15 intelligence save.
15. Okay. Oh fuck me. I am going to roll a lucky for that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I think that uses the charge as well. Yes, it does.
Wait. How many of these can I spin? Just one? When you make it blah 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 blah, you can choose to spin one of your luckies after you roll the die, but before the outcome, you must choose which of the d20s. Oh my god. So it is the one, it seems like.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not good. I rolled an 11.
11 total.
Mm-hmm.
You take 19 psychic damage, or force damage. But you're resistant.
Resistant, so take
8.
9. What?
19, run it down, 8.
Yep.
You didn't fail by 5 or more, so you're not aged.
Got it.
Alright, so that happens. They're like, oh! And they're going to stay up in the branches. With half cover.
That's fine. Bonus action, Starlight Step, right next to them.
Okay, so no more
and
cover.
is gonna attempt to bring the Astral Eviscerator around for an attack. 22?
Yep.
I do. Yep, okay. So I do an extra 2d6 of force damage. It's a really good damage roll. That's 16.
Ooh, I think as a reaction, their astral cord's gonna slap you in the face, and as it does, it's gonna split reality, and they're gonna use Chronal Shift. And I need you to re-roll that attack.
Bollocks.
And you have to use the result of the second roll.
That's even higher, 26.
Oh well, attempts to do it, but you cut through the.
Yeah,
you're having a time fight with yourself. Yeah, so you cut through their time magic, and yeah, goes for it. Yeah.
Okay, that's 16 slashing.
Jang.
6 force damage.
Reduced to 3.
Okay, so resistance. Okay, that's good to know. That's action, bonus action. That's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Yes, kill me, consume my essence. And then they're gonna swing theirs.
Mm-hmm.
For a dirty 20 to hit.
I'm gonna Chronal Shift it.
So reroll.
Mm-hmm.
For a 12 to hit.
That just hits. Another.
So 15 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 force reduced to 5. So
That was a big hit. All right.
bonus action, because they still got one of those.
That's true.
Oh. Bonus action could just be Starlight Step. Yeah. They're gonna bonus action Starlight Step 30 feet back down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of like use their free. They use
here.
one of their hands. They use their astral cord to like rip open a tear in space time, and they step through it, and then another one opens up on the ground.
What? I have here. Ooh, I know he has those, so I can't use that. Um, all right. This is nerve-wracking. All right. Fuck. Bonus action. Gonna join him
Okay.
right back down there. And as an action, they're gonna cast haste on themselves.
Okay.
So they speed up, and as they do, they bring it around, and they're going to take an attack action with their hasted
Go for it.
bonus hasted action. Please don't fuck me. Please don't. 19 to hit.
Chronal shift.
God damn it!
They attempt to like split the timeline again.
I'm gonna use a lucky.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a lucky. I feel like his. I shouldn't have fucking used a lucky. God damn it! That's out 10, a natural 1.
Oh, miss.
A big miss.
So
Big
you see in your mind's eye that you're gonna just horrendously hurt the caretaker, and they use their their astral cord, and they split reality where both of you move into this different reality where
Amazing.
that never occurred.
All right. Decimago.
Cool. They are gonna point a finger at you and cast Dispel Magic on your haste.
Oh no! Oh, that's big move.
So I believe
I had that. I forgot I had that.
Let's see what happens
that
here.
automatically hits.
You can't move or take actions until after your next turn.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can.
So your next turn is just
the
turn that coming up. You're just
shit.
nothing's happening.
Oh damn. That's
so
rough.
Dispel Magic as an action. I think a bonus. No, they're just gonna stand right here and get ready. So it's your turn again, and haste just ended for you.
I forgot that was a thing. I forgot I had that right there for me.
Yeah. So, can't move or take any actions. So you're just kind of standing there.
Okay, can't move or take actions until
Nope.
after its next turn. Okay,
Yep.
Cool. So I will get these back at the end of this turn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it for me. I can't do nothing.
Okay. They are not gonna do what you just did.
Uh-huh.
So they're gonna swing their Astral Eviscerator at you.
Smart. Smart move.
But you do have all your stuff back now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I was almost a natural 20. 17 to hit.
Even with the shield that would hit. I'm gonna have to do it. Let's do a. Oh my god, where's my reactions?
Your last chronal shift.
Yeah, we're gonna do a chronal shift.
Alrighty.
Oh, no. Really
Another almost nat 20 again. 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. Thank
Just
God.
Whiffs wildly. Action. Bonus action. Starlight Step. Back up into the trees. Or back up into the roots.
Alright, you know what? I think that was it, because that's all Antyr could do. Antyr's going to step, so they're getting a nice, solid, straight-up aim. and the scythe gets lifted, and there's a buildup of energy, and they're gonna do a beam just straight up.
Alrighty. Con save 50C15.
Yes.
13 plus 3, 16.
That succeeds.
So they take half damage, I believe.
Yes.
Yep, half.
Intelligence. All right, so.
Oh, it was an intelligence save, so that would have been not
higher.
16, yeah, because it's plus 7.
Uh-huh.
So half damage.
66, yeah. Half and half. 24, 12, so 6. They'll take 6.
Cool. Oh, man. Mark that charge off.
Sure did. And is going to stay put.
Okay. They're gonna go for broke with another 3rd level magic missile up in the branches.
Reaction.
Alright. Boom.
Bulwark goes up. Yeah, this is my only really damaging spell.
That's their turn. Your turn.
Okay. This could be a bitch or not. All right. Oh, I should have done this. Antyr is gonna use rinky-dinky psyche jolt
Okay.
on them. So they need to make a intelligence saving throw of 16.
20.
Yeah. All right, that's what I thought. All right, that's about where I thought that was gonna go. Fighting my own fucking character is rough. Okay, that is it for me.
Okay. God. I think
no damage spell.
They detach their one hand, and it begins to suffuse with like green energy, and they're gonna throw it at you and cast Chill Touch.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, they have one cantrip you don't have.
Good.
For a natural 1.
Okay. Dude sidesteps it, like clicks the hand away with the
And the hand kind of
pommel.
just bounces off the floor and then flies back and it reattaches to the wrist. Alright. Bonus action. Can't do anything, so it's your turn.
It's amazing. You know what? They can do it. Yeah, they're going to can they summon Endylus?
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna that's an action, right? Let me double check.
Find familiar.
Pretty sure it is.
If you use a spell slot, yeah.
Yeah, so Endylus is going to appear on their shoulder. And Antyr is going to Antyr's going to tell Endylus he's going to get Endylus to like essentially drop him, but Antyr's going to stand in front of him so he can't be targeted. So he's going to act as a cover for Endylus in this moment. But that's it for me.
Okay. Antyr, I know how this works. They're gonna cast Magic Missile, and one of the darts is gonna go towards Endylus, and 2 are gonna go towards you.
Okay, I'll shield myself.
Okay. So the one dart that flies towards Endylus for 3, and Endylus is currently a Tressum, not a little bird.
They are still up.
Oh, I should have brought out my Endylus.
Possibly, or you could just not.
Okay. That's their action. And their bonus actions they can't do, so yeah, your turn again.
Right. And he's going to have Endylus run up and fly. and fly over to the branches and latch on with the claws.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of to flavor this, they're going to cast Atrophy, which is a touch spell, and they're going to use Endylus's reaction to atrophy the roots that this Antyr is.
You're gonna atrophy the Aeon roots. Okay.
Well, he's fucking hiding in them.
He's like, you see this Antyr, not expect that, and go, oh no. Alrighty.
They won't all die, just some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will say, if it's magical, it doesn't get affected.
Oh, nothing happens.
Okay. So he attempts to.
Just, he's like, oh, that's right. Oh.
Bonus action. Ooh, gonna stay put. But Endylos is still clinging on to the and hisses at him. At them.
Holds the Astral Eviscerator in their hand. Looks down at Endylos. I could never do that. Oh, they're gonna jump out of the roots towards you.
Uh-huh.
They're like 30 feet up though. Do they? Hold on.
I only have 3 starlight steps and we've been bouncing between them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta jump out of the tree at you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I rolled so good. 17 damage. 17 damage. Oh, as they're falling.
To him?
Yeah. As
they're
falling, oh no. There's nothing they can do.
This is like the least. It's just two supports trying to.
Okay. Whack! Face plants hard on the ground for 17 damage. They look bad, but they stand up. Coagulated blood pouring out of their now shattered nose. A couple teeth fall out. They're gonna swing the Astral Eviscerator at you as they spend half their movement to get out from prone. 14 to hit.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Shield Bulwark.
Okay. Alright, that's their turn. Oh my god. Your turn. They should have stayed in the fucking tree.
Yeah. Antyr is going to. Antyr. What?
Oh, luck you have to do before the outcome is determined.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yep.
Well,
I know. So I have a lot of I've studied the shit out of my character sheet. Alright, so Antyr is going to, seeing that he looks fucked up, or they look fucked up, Antyr is going to attempt to take a swing.
Go for it. I assume you're going. Yeah, go for it.
Natural 20.
Okay,
Natural fucking 20.
Okay. Right, it's a crit.
Holy shit. I double the force damage as well? Okay, so for the straight up damage, that is 21.
Okay.
Plus. Jesus, 12 force.
Okay. So 33.
33, yeah. Well, halved. Sorry, it would be 27.
So they drop like a sack of potatoes. Making death saves now.
Mm-hmm.
That was your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn?
No, that was your turn. This is the
okay.
death save. Huh, 19.
Oh, okay.
1 success. Alright, your turn.
Are they unconscious?
Yeah. Now I know the thing you have
I'm
only
gonna
use
use
once a day,
Mm-hmm.
but this is
that's right.
This is a different circumstance.
Antyr's going to kneel next to them.
Mm-hmm.
Roll them.
You just gotta kill them with this.
Yep. Roll them over to their side.
Yeah, they look like shit. More of their scalp has fallen off when they hit the floor, and more of their scalp is kind of left behind on the floor.
Just the gentle hand onto the chin and attempt to do it again.
Okay, a con save equal to your spell DC.
So a 16 he has to beat.
20.
That succeeds, but it still does. Oh no.
No damage if they succeed.
That's right. But they don't know that I did it.
Yeah. That's your action.
That's my action. Bonus action. No bonus action, but Andylis is going to fly down and land next to their body.
Okay, another death save. A 2. That's a failure. Alrighty. You're up again. Basically, you have unlimited uses of this thing while you're here.
Yeah, they're gonna attempt to do it again.
Alright, con save.
Don't want him dead.
13.
Okay, so that's 10d6.
Necrotic damage. Oh. Yeah, 10d6.
I don't think it's gonna be better without dice is acting like a bitch. Just fall. 32.
32. They're still alive.
Yep.
But that's another failed death save. As they slowly go from gross undead looking to withered undead looking.
Yep. Gross.
Your lifespan, what'd you say the damage was?
32.
Increases by 128.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of that, so that's... Yep. I'm currently at plus that.
Yeah.
I am
Alright.
almost older than... Okay.
They need to make another death save.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have a fail and a success, right?
2 fails, 1 success.
Oh, that's right.
The drain you just did on them.
That's right.
Yeah. That's a 2, or that's a 9.
That payos.
However, let's add a little spice to that. As they're dying, I'm gonna roll one of their hit dice.
Oh yeah,
because they have that as well.
Mm-hmm.
5. That counts as a success. And I think I said you could do that how often? Oh, you just spend hit dice to do it, so you can do as much as you want. Cool.
Number of hit dice.
Alright. You're up.
But gonna attempt it again. I don't know if can I attempt it multiple times here?
Yeah. Here you can. 12.
Okay, that's a failure.
Alright, this will kill them.
Let's just see by how much. I think it's better than a 30.
What'd you get? 30?
Yep.
Your lifespan increases by 120.
20. Oh my god, okay.
Alrighty. The caretaker is consumed. Unlike the orc, nothing is left behind. Except their astral cord, which attaches to yours and combines with yours. I forgot to do this the last time you consumed one of your own. So I'm gonna have to like homebrew your astral cord a little bit. Because you've consumed 2, so your astral cord is now astral cord plus 2. So you gain a plus. Oh no, it's plus 1 initially, so this would be plus 3.
Oh yeah, I do get that. Oh wow.
So I gotta modify that. So your spell save DC is now gonna have a bonus 3 plus 3 bonus. Your spell attacks are gonna have a plus 3 bonus.
Amazing. I wish I had spell attacks.
But now your spell save DC is also
yeah.
So you consume the caretaker, and then their astral cord is the only thing that's left behind, and it just weaves into yours, combining with yours and the other astral cord you have taken from one of your alternate selves. And as you do that, the entity steps back, and the entity is still in this chamber. Watch the entire fight. The entity is still here. It walks up to you. takes a finger. Or no, it can't speak. So it's going to pick up the scalp and scoop some like residual ichor off of the bottom of the scalp and just write, do you wish to leave now or do you wish to explore more?
I've seen enough. I think it's time to go.
They slice open the rift again with their finger and they just push you through. And you reappear in the brothel bathroom. Time is still frozen. And the entity kind of steps through the rift as well. Runs its finger down it, closing the rift. And the entity just lingers for a moment. And then places a hand on the side of your head and another hand on the side of your head. And just slowly crawls into your mind.
Oh.
And you never feel its presence in there, but with the spell it gave you from its flayed skin on its back, you summon it into reality to aid you whenever you wish.
Wow.
And as
amazing.
As that occurs, as you return to your reality, this strange, like, gray dust that you've been seeing accumulating on everything, eroding everything, begins to rebuild back to normal, and the scene you're standing in begins to play out as it should. And I think that's where we can end it for the week.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Would have gone to break if you stayed in the place a little bit longer.
I think Antyr is traumatized.
But yeah, that's where we're gonna do it. You learned some stuff. You got a new spell. It's a 4th level spell, so we can't play with it yet.
So fun.
But next level we can play with it.
I'm ready for it.
Everyone else is gonna be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, what did you just do? Nothing.
And then I get to describe it when it gets summoned, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
Oh, that was wicked. That was wild. Oh my god.
A short little solo session.
Think about.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you watched this, if